Hello, internets.
And interwebs. All right, I got my list here, and we have bald, check, uglier shirt, check, ugly beard, check, and I'm pretty certain you are my regular writer.
You forgot devishly handsome.
Delusional ego to the point of insanity, Jackaroonie. All right. So, you're definitely my normal writer. Now that we have that established, ooh, you got my next installment of your so-called Resident Evil franchise?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of schmuck you hired for that last script, but it was tough finding a way to fix that massive an ending he gave you. Regardless, I still found a way to make it work. I am calling this one Resident Evil Afterlife.
Afterlife? Seriously? What, is she fighting for heaven and hell now?
Hey, you know, that's not a bad idea.
Don't. Just don't. Let's get this over with. So, after making Alice turn into Carrie and mixing the franchise with Mad Max and giving me watered down versions of anything remotely resembling the video games, what ridiculous premise have you decided for this one?
Actually, for this one, I decided to do a more traditional zombie film, having a bunch of people trapped in a single location while trying to find a way to escape and get past all the zombies.
That doesn't sound bad. I mean, it doesn't scream Resident Evil, but at least it's sounding like a zombie movie.
But first, I had to deal with the fact that your last movie ended with a clone army, so I spent the first 15 minutes resolving that entire storyline.
In all likelihood, much like finding a pair of underwear tucked underneath the bed that you have no idea how long they've been there. But look, it's laundry day, and a man's got to do what a man's got to do, so just grab... Too much. In all likelihood, I'm going to regret asking this, but how?
Well, just running with the idea and having a bunch of Alices with psychic powers attacking the main corporate base of Umbrella.
Hey, boys. Is that any way to treat a lady?
That sounds completely insane. And surprisingly, I'm not hating it.
Oh, and we're also going to have Albert Wesker at the base as well.
Okay, but is he going to be like the Albert Wesker in the games?
In a word, yes.
Tell security to flood the main entrance with nerve gas.
Sir, our men are still up there.
Any more questions?
Nice. So, you got Wesker being evil and the Alice clones just tearing stuff up. Not bad. But exactly how is this wrapping up the whole clone storyline?
Well, eventually Wesker realizes that his men are no match for the Alice clones, so he decides to leave. The Alice clones try to stop him, but once he's in the air, he starts the auto-destruct for this facility with a 10-second timer.
Ooh, that's not very nice. There is no way they made it out of there alive.
Exactly, but it's revealed that the real Alice was waiting on the helicopter Wesker and puts a gun to his head when his guard is down.
Any last words?
Wait, if she was there the whole time, why didn't she stop him from blowing up the clones? And how did she pee?
Do you want an entire movie of Alice clones?
I would rather have a vasectomy with a butter knife by a blind doctor named Tim than have an entire movie of Alice clones.
There's your answer. She thinks she has Wesker, but he injects something into her neck and informs her that he just gave her something that counters the T-virus cells in her body, causing her to no longer have her powers.
Number one, thank God Almighty, you got rid of the clones and her insane carry powers. Number two, if I'm understanding your script right, are you seriously telling me the T-virus cells in her body are actually in the shape of like cheese, like T-bone steak kind of thing? Seriously?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm no doctor, but they call them T cells and they have to be shaped like that, right?
I wonder if it's too late to get the other writer back.
Moving on, the plane crashes with Alice walking away, and we fast forward to 6 months later.
Oh, the phone. So you're telling me Alice, who no longer has any powers, survives a plane crash when Wesker, who you have heavily implied has the T-virus, now dies in the same crash. Is that what you're trying to convince me of?
So we fast forward to 6 months later, where we see that Alice has a small plane and a video camera. She has been making a log of her journey as she makes her way to Alaska, mentioning that
May 3rd, 1600 hours. 177 days without signs of life.
And how exactly does she know where to go in Alaska? She doesn't have a notebook anymore. She gave it to her friends in the last movie.
yeah, but we're not going to focus on that. After all, who's to say she didn't memorize the location?
Right. Of course. Who's to say she doesn't have a compass shoved up her ass, right? I mean, if you're going to make crap up as you go along, why not throw common sense out the window too? Woohoo! And there goes the baby in the bathwater while we're at it.
Exactly! Now you're getting it!
I was being sarcastic. Okay, just tell me, other than for polar bears and fish on the shore, what did she find in Alaska?
Well, she finds lots of planes and even the helicopter the others were on and the notebook. But the place is deserted and there is no town, making Alice wonder if she may actually be alone in the world.
Which means you are going to have some sort of shadow dart across the screen in 3, 2, 1.
It is spooky how you do that sometimes.
If you weren't so damn predictable, it wouldn't be spooky. You might as well put up a sign that reads, "Hey, don't look over this way, or you can't have your dramatic sense of hopelessness." Anyway, so what does she find? A ton of zombies, a tribe of cannibals, some homeless guy asking for change.
She finds Claire Redfield, but not the same Claire as before, as she attacks her. Alice is able to knock her out after a while, and she pulls down her shirt.
Whoa, hold the phone, put the kids to bed. Since when did this become a softcore porn? I mean, I'm not complaining, but...
No. I was going to say she pulls down her shirt just enough to reveal that there is a strange device on her chest.
Damn it! I mean, good. That's good. Great twist there. Yeah.
She removes the device, but Claire doesn't appear to be able to talk, so Alice still doesn't know what happened. She ties up Claire and puts her in the plane, and the two of them fly to Los Angeles. Claire does start to talk at this point, but admits she has amnesia and doesn't remember anything.
Of course. The old amnesia trick. Claims she doesn't remember a thing. But of course, all that changes later in divorce court when she's got a lawyer and suddenly remembers that not only did you have relations with bridesmaid 1 and 3, you did it on her washing machine during a spin cycle. It's the oldest trick in the book, I swear. Oh, don't act like you haven't been in the same situation.
I've never been married.
Well, in that case, you got something to look forward to. Hit on that movie.
Anyway, they find the city looking deserted until they realize that all the zombies have converged on a single building, a prison, where there are a bunch of survivors.
Prison? Hey, good choice. Strong walls, meant to keep people out. And in. Should have weapons and probably food supply. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Alice quickly realizes she can't land the plane on the ground due to all the zombies. So she does the next best thing.
And I assume she succeeds in this completely impossible landing?
Just barely, with a little help.
Yeah, good for them. So, one question. How the hell is this helpful? She isn't about to fly them all out on her little two-seater plane. How does her landing up there help anybody?
Well, sometimes you can solve a problem just by having it looked at by a fresh set of eyes. A new perspective can change many things.
Thank you so much for that. I am certain the fortune cookie you pulled that out of is very, very proud. Also, when you give me the bullcrap plot point later on how they actually get out, I am going to remind you of exactly what you just said. Confucius say, continue.
Actually, Alice meets the people there and not only learns that there is no way out, but also that Arcadia, the town in Alaska, is actually not a town at all. It's a boat, which is now near the prison. So the plan is to get to Arcadia, but they need a way past the zombies.
Personally, I would dig my way out. I mean, I always worked in my porn prison films. When they dig their way out, they just keep digging in that tunnel until freedom!
Well, oddly enough, it turns out that one person in prison does have a way out, but they found him locked up in a special prison cell when they got there, and since he won't tell them how to get out unless they let him out of the cage, they have no idea what his plan is.
Are you kidding me? Why don't they let him out? Are they afraid he's going to kill them all? Because spoilers! That is exactly what the zombies are going to do anyway if they don't find a way out.
True, but they're concerned he might be a murderer.
Good. You know what you need during a zombie apocalypse? People who are able to kill zombies and assholes, which there will be a plethora of, which means that Debbie the soccer mom and Bob from accounting are not likely going to be much help. I would take a prisoner named Bubba with tattoos of all the people he had killed on the side of his face than the other aforementioned people any day of the week.
Well, regardless of your tolerance for people who will likely kill you in your sleep, they decide not to let him out. Until they find that the zombies have been digging tunnels and found a way inside.
Are you kidding me? The zombies stole my idea. Not to mention that means these zombies are now smarter than our survivors.
Well, because of this, they decide to let the guy out, and it turns out he's Cress Redfield, Claire's brother.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello.
Oh, you've got to be betting your bald head on black. This is how we're introducing Chris Redfield, one of the main characters from the video game. What are you doing? Taking bribes from other companies to purposely ruin these films? Have you no shame?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. So Chris reveals that there's a riot vehicle behind some locked doors. The others never open since they have to cut through the lock. And he also tells them that there's an entire armory on the lowest level of the prison just filled with weapons.
But he's been a tiny little cave with no how does he know the weapons are there, and how does he know they are still there?
Because by the end, there were a lot more guns than there were people to use them.
You know what? Fair enough.
Chris and Alice go to the armory, and another woman tags along so that she can get killed by zombies.
Seriously? That was your only reason for being there?
Well, she's going to say,
I was a swim champ back in high school.
Is that right?
Yeah.
but plot-wise, yeah, she's zombie food.
Poseidon. You're stealing from the Poseidon adventure. The old gym coach that had to swim with. You're stealing from a horrible. Just whatever. Just, you know, turn down the neon signs a little. Maybe less obvious next time.
No promises. The others start to cut the lock to get the riot vehicle, but are distracted by a giant man wielding an axe with a hammer on the other end.
Oh my god!
Whoa. You mean the executioner enemy from Resident Evil 5?
Exactly!
That is ridiculous!
I know, right?
No, I mean seriously, it is ridiculous to have him in this movie. That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Regardless, while Claire and a guy named Luther try to stop the big guy from breaking open the gate, the others open the door only to find...
Oh, shit.
What do you mean, oh shit? Oh, don't tell me that thing fits inside of there.
Can you put this back together?
This is when the guy known as Bennett decides to go with the, new plan.
What do we do now?
I know.
Yeah, Bennett doesn't care if the others survive or not. He only cares about himself, and he figures, hey, why worry about the riot vehicle when there's a perfectly working two-seater airplane on the roof? So, he takes it.
Yeah, Bob from accounting, he's fine. Debbie, she's great. The killer? No, let's not trust him. It's the other guy that screwed him. What an asshole.
What do we do now?
I know.
Oh, and the others agree. So, since they have no other way out, they decide to use the tunnels the zombies used. Right after Clara and Alice have to fight the executioner.
Let's go!
So in the end, their way of escaping is through a tunnel that was actually dug by the zombies.
Well...
So much for your new perspective. Apparently, all they had to do the whole time was sit back, wait for the zombies to fix the problem, and stumble the F right on by. You know what, pal? If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm not saving you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tie you up, put ketchup on your thighs, and a sign above your head that says, "All Night Smorgasbord." Anyway, now that they got that all out, what's next?
They actually don't all get out. Bennett's assistant gets killed by the executioner, and Luther gets grabbed by a zombie. So it's just Claire, Chris, and Alice. The three of them go to Arcadia where they find the crashed plane, which means that Bennett is also on board. Once they go further inside, they find the boat belongs to Umbrella. And it's not actually a sanctuary.
This whole thing, Arcadia, it was a lie.
Oh, it's worse than that. It's a trap.
Okay, everybody, dragons, show of hands to everyone who saw that coming. Everyone. Okay, is that? I think that's pretty much 100%. Woof. Okay, wow, continue.
They find that Umbrella was luring survivors to the ship and then capturing them so that they can run experiments on them. They start releasing people, but Alice finds some of the tubes are covered in blood. She follows the blood trail to where there is a whole fleet of helicopters, and even further, to another room where she finds...
Help her, Wesker.
Why am I not surprised?
Damn it! How did you guess?
Did you forget what I said earlier? Here, let me rewind this for you. You might as well put up a sign that reads, "Hey, don't look over this way." I didn't believe you for one damn second. The Wesker, who has the T-virus, along with a seriously nasty disposition towards anything breathing, died in that crash. There was no way that happened.
But it could have happened.
You know what? You could have long flowing hair like Crystal Gale, and I could have become a porn star in the 90s called Luke Thigh-Licker, but they wouldn't give me health insurance or a 401k, so I didn't. Just because something could happen doesn't mean it did happen. So, can we at least hope this means we will have an epic fight scene?
Not only an epic fight scene, but an epic fight scene with Wesker fighting Chris and Claire.
Big family reunion.
Finally, after 3.5 movies, we finally have something that feels like it could be in the games.
Exactly. And then he locks the two of them up so he can fight Alice.
You son of a bitch!
That's all right. Alice lets Chris and Claire out later so they can shoot a bunch of bullets in Wesker. Feel better now?
Not really. Wendy, bring me a tissue.
Good. So they go back to the survivors only to find that Wesker survived and has taken one of the helicopters. He then uses self-destruct like he did at the beginning, but realizes too late that they put the explosive on the plane.
You mean somebody in this franchise actually learned from their mistakes? I'm in shock. I assume that is la finish.
Well, yeah.
What about this contract that says an extra 10% bonus? Are you sure?
Fine. I did have this written up ahead of time. So it's going to end with a bunch of helicopters descending on the boat, and in one of them we find Jill Valentine wearing the same device Claire had on her earlier, giving orders to the soldiers. Happy now?
Deployment in T-minus 57 seconds. When you hit the deck, you watch your formation. Take no prisoners and shoot to kill. Total enemy numbers are unknown, but will include Umbrella fugitives and prime targets. Claire Redfield, Chris Redfield, and Project Alice.
Finally. Now I make sure you make her a bigger part of the next movie. I'm not paying you extra just to have her in 2 scenes, and that's it.
They're paying me an extra 10% in a granola bar. That gets you this ending in 5 minutes in the next movie.
Fine. I will throw in the entire series of Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Blu-ray, including my life-size signed poster of Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't tell him, but it's not really a poster. Good. You do that. Good job. Now I have to do is send a script to the boss and then,
Don't bother.
Ah, crap. How long have you been there?
The whole time.
The whole time today? Or like the whole time since I started working here?
Do you like breathing?
Well, I've become kind of accustomed to it.
Then stop asking questions and listen.
Okay.
This 3D craze is making us big bucks. So I've decided that it's time to get our Resident Evil franchise on the bandwagon.
We're making a Resident Evil band now?
Ugh. The fact that your stupidity hasn't gotten you killed yet astounds me.
Thanks.
Not a compliment. So listen, with this new movie, I really want to show off the 3D. So you got what's her name, Annie.
Alice.
That's what I said. Okay. So, you got Alice, right? I want to see her throwing shit at the screen. Like fucking ninja stars or some shit like that. You got a big guy with an axe? Make him throw that fucking axe. I want to see bullets. I want to see knives. I want to see shit thrown at the screen. You got me?
Okay, got it. Shit on screen. Got it.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. Sounds like my next appointment just arrived, and I gotta wake up Matilda. Don't disappoint me.
Well, so much for having clean underwear today.
She finds Claire Redfield, but not the same Claire as before. She attacks her. Alice is able to knock her out for a while, and she pulls down her shirt, and I've got to do the whole thing over again because boy did I mess up that one up. So many different ways.
Oh, I got attacked by yawn, damn it.
Well, Alice meets the people there and not only learns that there is no way out, but also that Arcadia, the town in Alaska, is actually not a town at all. It's a boat, which is now near the prison. So the plan is to get her to Arcadia, but they need a way past the zombies. I'm going to do that one more time. Because I did trip on one little word.
Okay, yeah, good for them. One question, how the hell is this helpful? She isn't about to burp because of the root beer.
Line up here, and we're gonna. I can't clap when I'm holding Money Man.
Clap! If you weren't so damn predictable, it wouldn't be spooky. You might as well put up a sign in neon that reads, "Eat at Joe's, and by the way, don't look over this way, or you can't have your dramatic sense of hopelessness." Hopelessness? God dang it. If you weren't so damn predictable.
I don't. Oh, actually, you're over there. I'm looking at the camera. Damn it. Hold on a second. Let me do that again. I'm looking at you, actually, instead of looking at you.
What? Are you kidding me? Why does he let him out? Are they afraid he's going to kill them all? Spoilers! That's what the zombies have on their mind. They,
This isn't probably the next thing. That's not what the zombies do when they fuck.
Okay, you're right. That's only on Pornhub. Alright.
This 3D craze is making us big money, so I decided.
Well, regardless, while Claire and a guy named Luther try to stop the big guy from breaking open the gate, the others open the door only to find the vehicle doesn't have an engine. At least not one that's inside of it. This is why when see, that's the reason I shouldn't ad lib, because every time I ad lib I screw up. I should just stick with the script. I do so much better.
Good! You know what you need in a zombie apocalypse, my friend? People who are able to kill. Zombies! Which means Debbie the soccer mom and Bob from accounting are... I knew I wasn't going to get through that!
Oh, you'll have to appoint me. Did you appoint me?
Ha! Ha! Yes! Now I make sure you make her a bigger part of the next movie. I'm not paying you extra just to have her be in 2 scenes, get her shipwrecked. No, not even close. It's not a shipwreck. It's a shirt, and it was ripped. Not even close. Shirt, ripped. Fine, I will throw in the entire series of Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Blu-ray with Blu-ray. Personally, I would dig my out.
Figure out.
I'm going for that blooper reel, baby.